Herb, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
We've never been in Kansas. In fact, we've never been anywhere.
Oh, well, that would explain our lack of frequent flyer miles.
I know. Turn on Beakman.
Yeah, he can explain anything.
Except why we're not in Kansas anymore.
Fact. A sea scallop has more than 100 blue eyes. And if one breaks off, another will grow in its place. I'm Beakman, and your eyes have just broken into Beakman's world. I'm starving for science. I'm hungry for a question. Serve one up, Liza.
Here's a tasty one. It's from Jay Wolf of Farmington Hills, Michigan.
Oh, by the way, thanks for all your delicious questions. Later on, we'll tell you where to mail your letters.
Jay writes, Dear Beakman, my mom's always bugging me to take piano lessons, but I'd rather learn about science. What do I do?
Hey, good news, Jay. If you like science, you should love the piano, because a piano is full of it.
Hey, so are you, Beakman. What's a musical instrument have to do with science?
Only everything. Why, there's vibrations and waves of energy and acoustics and physics and...
Don't forget mechanics and levers.
Oh, well, hey, Beakman. As long as we're talking pianos, I have been taking lessons, and maybe I could play you a little selection from my repository.
Yeah, maybe later, Lester. But first, let's take a look at the piano's great grandfather, the hammer dulcimer.
It works just like a piano. You hit the strings with little hammers to play different notes.
The vibration of the strings is carried to this piece of wood here called the soundboard. Without the soundboard, you'd hardly hear the strings vibrate at all. The science of sound is called acoustics. Here's an experiment you can try at home.
If you're gonna do our experiments, do them only the way we do them. And do them with somebody who knows what they're doing. And do them safely. And do them with a grown-up. And enjoy doing them. I think I'm done.
Take a wire hanger and straighten out the hook. Like so. Lester, please hit it for me and tell me what you hear.
I don't hear diddly.
And if those ears don't hear diddly, there's no diddly to be heard, Bo.
Now, hold it against the soundboard and give it a hit.
Oh, I know. It's a trick hanger, right?
Wrong. See, sound is waves of energy traveling through the air. This little hanger or these strings don't move enough air for us to hear them very well.
But when we connect them to the soundboard here, we're forcing a much larger surface to vibrate, which sets more air in motion, producing a much bigger sound.
Ah, bravissima, Liza. Try out your hanger on different things. Any place you think you might get good vibrations.
Okay, I get the vibration stuff, but something's not making sense. All the strings look pretty much alike. How come some make higher sounds and some make
lower sounds?
A sound question, Liza. Ah, your basic harp makes its heavenly music because it has strings of different lengths. The longer a string is, the slower it will vibrate. And the slower it vibrates, the lower note it plays. This long string here makes a low note. Ah, the shorter a string is, the faster it vibrates. And when it vibrates faster, it makes a higher note. Ah, and these strings here play all the notes in between. Ah, beautiful, isn't it? I feel like I've died and gone to heaven.
This clavichord is just like a hammer dulcimer, but it uses little levers to make the hammers vibrate the string.
That's what the keys of a keyboard are. Levers. Now we're at the science we call mechanics. Obogoscope. When you push down on one of the keys, the part inside the instrument goes up. That trips a little hammer that hits the string.
This took the concept of the hammer dulcimer and gave it modern push-button convenience.
But there's something very important that was missing. The ability to play loud and soft. Liza, please play the softest note you can. Okay, now play the same note as loud as you can. Okay, easy, Liza. Easy, Liza. Being able to play loud and soft is a very big part of how musicians put feeling into their music. And that's where the piano comes in. The piano's full name is the pianoforte. From the Italian words piano, meaning soft, and forte, meaning loud.
So, how does a piano make soft and loud notes anyway?
The whole key to the piano. We move on to a very complicated set of levers called action. Hey, Ray, cut us in on the action, will ya?
You got it, boss.
As I press this key down, this lever pushes up this damper so the string can vibrate. It also pushes up this set of levers and springs called the whippin', which pushes up this part called the jack, which pushes this lever called the hammer shank. That makes the hammer hit the string and instantly go back down so the string can vibrate. The softer or harder you push the key, the softer or harder the hammer hits the string, and the quieter or louder the sound you make. So there you have it, Jay Wolk of Farmington Hills, Michigan. If you like science, keep taking those piano lessons. And if you like your lessons, someday you too might become a world-famous concert scientist.
Coming up, it's gross, it's disgusting, it's slimy. You know you love it.
Beakman's World must now take a beaker break. And now, back to Beakman's World.
Prick up your ears!
Here he is, the manicurist of memory, the cosmetologist of the cosmos, the Joe Flynn of the logical spin, the one, the only, Beakman!
You spelunk 'em, I'll dunk 'em. Let's locomotion.
Hey, come on in, Liza. The mail's fine.
Question! Our first question is from Gideon Griffin of Glen Falls, New York. Gideon asks, can birds fly upside down?
Answer, of all the birds in the world, only the hummingbird can fly upside down. So, what do you think of that?
Gee, Herb, I wish I could fly upside down.
Isn't it enough that you think upside down?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You know, you look better that way.
Question! How far can a skunk's smell travel?
Answer?
A human can smell a skunk from more than a mile away.
That's nothing. Skunks can smell a human in a rat suit from over 2 miles away.
Glad she's not talking about me.
Fast fact. Everyone's tongue print is different.
That means I'm in trouble if they dust Beakman's boots for prints.
Question. Can you tell us more about those disgusting animals?
Can I ever? They creep, they crawl, they're ugly. That's all. It's time for...
Those disgusting animals.
Yes! Today's disgusting animal is the maggot.
Maggot P.I.?
No, Lester. In this case, maggot P.U. Because the maggot is really, really, really disgusting. Maggots are the larvae or young of many kinds of flies. Most maggots live inside their food, like animal and plant tissue. And some live in dead or decaying matter, like, just for example, very old and not properly refrigerated luncheon meat.
I should have known. Bologna isn't supposed to be crunchy.
Maggots ahoy! Maggots have a soft body, no legs, and go figure if they even have a head. Plus, they move by wriggling or flipping their bodies.
I'm gonna be sick.
There's certainly a good chance of that, Lester, since you'll be delighted to know that maggots spread disease. We'll be checking Lester for symptoms and hope you'll be checking out the next installment of...
Those disgusting animals.
You know, Lester, I've heard that live eels are really good for an upset stomach.
Coming up next, I don't believe my eyes. Do you believe my eyes? You are under my power. You will come back right after this.
Beakman's world will be back in a flash. And now, back to Beakman's world.
My brain's itching for a question. I gotta scratch it with an answer. Liza, pick a winner, please.
Well, this is kind of a different kind of letter.
Well, can you kind of read it to the Beak Boss?
No!
Gee.
You gotta see this one. It's from Abigail Stein of Brooklyn, New York. Dear Beakman, which line is longer and why?
Ooh, one of the oldest puzzles in science.
That one.
Are you sure?
I meant that one.
Positive?
Oh, I know. They're both longer.
Lester, how can they both? Never mind.
What are we dealing with here, Liza?
An oversized rat with the undersized brain.
True, however, I mean, what are we trying to demonstrate with this puzzle?
Oh!
Yes?
Illusions. That our brain can't always trust our eyes. In this case, both lines are exactly the same length. It's these little angles at the ends that make one look longer than the other. That's an optical illusion.
One of your favorite subjects. Liza, at this time, I would like you, the first lady of the lab, to guide us through illusions.
Wow! That was a great optical illusion.
No, that was a great television effect. But what I'm gonna show you involves no camera tricks and no magic. The brain.
Yeah, the brain.
Talk about illusions. The brain receives and sends millions of messages every moment. The messages it receives come from our senses. For example, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and touching.
I want Beakman back.
Not yet!
The brain is used to interpreting information in certain basic ways. We tend to see what we expect to see. Even though your eyes can't see all of what this is attached to, your brain, which has seen all of it before, figures that the rest of what's here must be Lester, right?
Wrong! Right!
Sometimes things aren't as they seem. This has to do with the way your brain interprets the things your senses sense. That's called perception. Because you're used to this table being level, you thought the water would go into the glass.
But you played a trick on yourself, and we weren't exactly on the level either.
Volume! Lester, what do you think is on this card?
Oh, well, that's easy. The word science.
Your brain made a good guess based on the information it had.
Why, thank you very much, Liza. You know, Beakman usually humiliates me by proving me wrong.
An illusion is a mistaken perception, a misperception. Something you think is one thing, but it turns out to be something else. How am I doing, Beakman?
All my senses are sending my brain the message that you are doing great. And that's no misperception, Ms. Liza. So, what's next?
Oh, a little something I like to call reversible ambiguous figures.
Ooh, who can get enough of those?
Bogoscope on the double. Look carefully at the white vase in the center of your TV screen. Do you see anything else besides the white vase? Are you sure?
Beakman, 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 Beakman.
Here's my favorite mind bender. Can you figure out where the middle prong is attached? You can go loopy looking at this illusion.
Do you believe in ghosts? Hey, take a look at this. Stare at one of the black squares. Do you see dark spots where the white bars cross?
Now, look directly at a spot where two white bars cross.
The ghostly dark spot disappears when you look directly at it. But the ghosts in your peripheral or side vision remain strong. Here's another one you can try. Stare at the little dot in the center of this heart. Don't take your eyes off it until I tell you to. We're gonna make an optical illusion called an afterimage. Yep, your brain's about to see this picture after it's gone. No, not your brain, but the picture. Keep staring. Harder, harder. Now get ready to see this green heart turn pink and appear right in front of your eyes. Did you catch it? Even for a brief moment?
Well, Abigail Stein from Brooklyn, New York, thanks for helping us clear up confusions about illusions.
We're done? I was just starting to understand this stuff.
Really?
Really?
In that case, I have this for you. What does it say?
Lester is a smart rat. Why, thank you, Liza. I appreciate that.
Read it again.
Lester is a smart rat.
Next time, you might want to try reading both A's. Lester is a smart rat. Don't you just love illusions, Lester?
Don't you just love illusions, Lester?
It's black and white and red all over and uses optical illusions every day. You'll get the picture when we return.
Beakman's World will be back after these messages. And now, back to Beakman's World.
So, what's black and white and red all over? The newspaper. And all the photographs in newspapers are printed by using a series of tiny, tiny dots, like these. So the pictures you look at every day in newspapers and magazines are actually optical illusions.
And speaking of dots, dots all, folks.
Yeah. See you next time
On Beakman's World.
Hey, Herb, what's black and white and red all over?
Beakman just told us. A newspaper.
No, an embarrassed penguin.
Oh, I'm embarrassed you said that.
Then why aren't you red?
I'm very well read. Thornbirds, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest,
Herb, close your book and turn off the TV.
Where Eagles Dare, Day of the Condor.
You know, Herb, when you think about it, we really got it made down here.
How do you figure that, Don?
Well, in a lot of places, you have to pay for ice.
Yeah, we've got a lifetime supply. Hey, turn on Beakman.
Ooh, Beakman. Herb, we don't have to pay for Beakman, do we?
No, we got a lifetime supply of him, too.
Ooh, gives me chills.
Most people blink about 25,000 times a day. I'm Beakman, and you've just broken into Beakman's World.
Hello, Beakman. Are you ready?
I'm ready, willing, and able. Liza, toss out the first question. And ask me the second one.
What makes thunder and lightning, wonders Danielle Smith of Barkhamsted, Connecticut.
Why, that strikes me as a shocking current event question.
All of your questions strike us. Later on in the show, we'll tell you where to send your letters.
Actually, the same thing causes thunder and lightning. But before we can understand that, we've got to understand a thing or two about static electricity.
Static electricity. An electric discharge of an electric charge. Now shoot.
Or in human terms, static electricity is electricity that's often produced by rubbing.
Like when you walk across a carpet and you get a shock when you touch a doorknob, or when you put your hand near your TV and the little tiny hairs on the back of your hand stand up at attention and get all tingly, or when you take your socks out of the dryer and they're all stuck together and they don't want to come apart and you
Okay. They get the idea. Obogoscope. The rug and your feet are made of little tiny particles called atoms. Negatively charged electrons zip around the outside of each atom. Positively charged protons are in the center of the atoms and generally balance the negative charge of the electrons.
So the atoms are neutral.
Usually. But when your feet rub on the rug, they pick up some extra electrons, so you're no longer neutral. You have a negative charge.
When you touch metal, like a doorknob, which is a good conductor of electrons, your extra electrons will be pushed off into the doorknob, giving you a tiny shock and leaving you without a charge. And now, it's time for Static Theater!
First, let's charge this critter up. Usually I use a piece of wool, but fur will work fine. I'm giving the balloon a negative charge.
While you're at it, could you give my back a positive scratch?
No.
These very attractive actors from the Static Theater are demonstrating how the negative charge from the balloon attracts the positive charge in these objects. Danielle Smith did not ask about static electricity. She asked about lightning and thunder.
Lightning occurs when certain meteorological conditions are present.
He means when the weather's right.
During thunderstorms, powerful updrafts of air build huge clouds. This often happens along cold fronts or over ground that was heated by sunshine. Inside these clouds, water droplets and ice crystals are moving very fast and smack together. You've got a humongous amount of electrons zooming around up there. So in this case, we're talking humongous charges.
So lightning is the spark.
Salud! In clouds, the negative charge is on the bottom, while the positive charge is on top. When there's a big enough difference between the two, lightning occurs to neutralize the charges.
Well, how come lightning hits the ground sometimes?
Sometimes the ground carries a positive charge, and the bottom of the cloud is strongly negative. In fact, the electrical potential can be as much as 100 million volts. And when that happens, bada bing, bada bang,
Bada boom!
Well, Daniel Smith,
Ah, no, you don't. You didn't explain thunder.
by thunder, I didn't. Thunder is the sound lightning makes as it heats the air as hot as 55,000 degrees Fahrenheit. The air expands or gets bigger so fast, it produces a shock wave that we hear as thunder.
Since light travels almost 1,000,000 times faster than sound, you see the lightning before you hear it. You can find out how far away lightning is by counting seconds as soon as you see it. Then stop when you hear the thunder and divide the number of seconds by 5.
1 Bunsen burner, 2 Bunsen burner, 3 Bunsen burner, 4 Bunsen burner, 5 Bunsen burner. 5 divided by 5 is 1. That lightning was 1 mile away. So there you have it. All you need to know about lightning and thunder. Thanks for the question, Danielle Smith of Barkhamsted, Connecticut.
And remember, her Barkhamsted is worse than her Bitehamsted.
This is humor control. Please step away from the rat.
Check, please.
Coming up next, we'll be sucking eggs big time. Don't go away.
Beakman's World must now take a beaker break. And now, back to Beakman's World.
Read my lips.
It's time to cram your cranium. Here he is, the gaffer of greatness, the producer of perspicacity, the Kelly Monteith of the inner peace, the one, the only, the Beakman.
You pluck 'em, I'll shuck 'em. Let's Virginia reel.
He ain't dancing no Virginia reel.
Question. What is the largest muscle in the human body?
Answer, the brain.
Lester, the brain is not a muscle. Well, maybe yours is. But in a normal human body, the largest muscle is the gluteus maximus.
You know, You tush?
Yeah, you can't, you cheats, you keister, you fanny, you lows, you hiney.
The 2 phases of the moon. The place they give you shots when it's not in your arm.
That's enough, guys. No ifs, ands, and especially no more buts. Oh, thank you, Ray. This just in. Our crack research team has learned that the gluteus maximus is not the largest muscle. The largest one is the latissimus dorsi. Oh, your lats, right here. Sorry, but we had fun with a tush, didn't we? Fast fact, a blue whale's tongue weighs more than most elephants, over 12,000 pounds.
Wow, that's one whale of a tongue.
You know what that music means?
I gotta put on a sweater. Andy Williams is coming. Andy Williams is coming.
Stow your cardigan, Lester. That music means it's time for...
Cooking with Art, where you learn how to cook up some tasty science experiments with stuff you can find right in your own kitchen. Here's your host, the always appetizing Art Burns.
Yo! And I do mean yo. Today, I'm gonna teach you my newest recipe. I call it egg in a bottle.
Yeah, let me see.
You again?
Oh, I'll have a hard-boiled egg, peeled, please. Thank you. A small-necked bottle. A pot holder. And a kettle of hot water.
Oh, be careful!
Thank you.
If you try any of our experiments, make sure you do them with a grown-up and that you follow our instructions. Most important, be careful. We will. First things first, get an adult to help you. Now, boil up some water. While this thing happens, let me get my hard-boiled egg. I like to get mine from a hard-boiled chicken.
Hey, what are you doing?
All right, come on, Birdie, cough it up. Hey, yeah. Okay, water's ready. Now, using your spot holders and being really careful, pour some of the water into the bottle. You can use any kind of a glass bottle with a smallish neck. Me, I'm using an antique milk bottle from my collection of antique milk. All right, here we go. Using your spot holders to hold the bottle, shake the water around, and then pour it out. You gotta then put your egg over the mouth of the bottle, lickety-split. Even though the egg is larger than the mouth of the bottle, look what happened. Leave us ask ourselves the question, why does this happen? It happens because when you pour out the boiling water, what's left in a bottle is hot air and water vapor. When these gases are heated, they expand or get bigger. When they cool, they tend to contract or get smaller, which reduces the pressure in the bottle. So the greater air pressure on the outside of the bottle pushes the egg in. Now that we've let the air in the bottle cool down, watch what happens when I turn this thing sideways and blow into it.
Yes, boss? Oh, let me get that tray.
Here we go. Hey! Blowing air in there raised the air pressure in the bottle and pushed that little old egg back out. So there you go. Until next time, this is Art Boyne saying... Hey, get out of my kitchen. Coming up next...
Them bones, them bones.
Without him, him, you wouldn't have a leg to stand on. We'll get cracking after this break.
Beakman's World will be back in a flash. And now, back to Beakman's World.
I need another question.
This one's from Stephanie Clayton of Nacona, Texas. She writes, what happens when you break a bone?
Well, I'll make no bones about it, Stephanie. That's a great question. Let's bone up on bones. And what better way to do it than with none other than...
A trombone?
No. With our old pal, Bones. Bon voyage!
Now, Lester, you know something about bones, right?
Well, I'm not exactly a bonehead.
Oh, yeah? Then why are you talking to me? Anyway, what are the 3 structural functions of bones?
Oh, I got that. Support, movement, protection. Then Beakman says...
Very good, Lester. The bones of our skeletons combine with muscles to give our bodies support so we don't collapse into fleshy floor puddles, and movement so we can move our arms, legs, noses.
Hey, I can't move my nose.
And the third function is protection. So that when something bad happens, like falling over backwards after you've been stupid enough to tweak your own schnoz, your internal organs, like your heart and brain, won't be badly damaged. Bones are incredibly strong and incredibly light. An average 160-pound person's bones only weigh about 29 pounds. Though bones are light, they have the strength of reinforced concrete. Half their weight is made up of calcium, phosphorus, and other minerals. These minerals are what make your bones so hard. A quarter of their weight is water. And the last quarter of their weight is a type of protein fiber called collagen.
So, Beakman, what happens when you break a bone?
Oh, yeah, Stephanie's question.
Hey, surf's up, dude.
And I think that's your answer right now. Hey, what's up, dudes? And do that.
But you were just...
Stuka Boca! I broke my board. Major bummer, man.
Oh, bummer.
How come it's so little?
Because I was only doing a little surfing, dude.
Never mind that. We're talking about bones and what happens when they break.
Bones? Bodacious. Breaking a bone is a lot like breaking a surfboard.
Yeah, sure.
First thing you gotta do with a broken bone or a broken surfboard, man, is you gotta put the pieces back together.
He means set it.
Cowabunga! Hey, you got some glue I can borrow, man?
Oh, hey, use mine.
Oh, hey, thanks, man. Whoa, I gotta get me a wetsuit like that. Oh.
Me too.
After your bone is set, broken blood vessels form a blood clot around the break called a hematoma.
Kind of like a temporary glue for your blood vessels so you stop bleeding.
Tubular! Hey, you got some fiberglass mesh I can bum off you, man?
My mesh is your mesh.
Hey, after a few days, fibrous, lacy mesh of connective tissue grows through the hematoma and around the break. It forms sort of a natural cast. Just like this mesh I'm wrapping around my board. You got any resin, man?
I don't.
Awesome. there's this special kind of cell called an osteoblast.
Bonus bone fact. Osteoblast is Greek for bone maker.
Hey, and aren't we having an osteoblast now? Yeah. Anyway, the osteoblasts strengthen the bone ends by depositing calcium phosphate and other minerals in them. Now that makes them hard, just like this resin's gonna make the fiberglass hard when it dries. Cool. In about 2 weeks, new bone forms around the break. We call that new stuff callus.
Oh, yeah.
All right. When the callus finally hardens, your bone or your board is as strong as ever.
Oh, Cypher Beakman,
What's up, man?
I believe you're wanted in your shorts.
Oh,
Settle here, man. All right.
speak. Yeah. Oh, I'll be right over, dude. Wow, the waves are really breaking at Zuma. Got it, boogie. Surf's up. Hang 10. Peace, man. Peace. Hey, who's that?
As if you don't know.
Beakman, we just learned about how a bone heals.
Oh, you mean like this? There's the break. There's the hematoma. There's the fibrous lacing containing the osteoblasts. There's the callus. And bada bing, bada bang, bada bone, it's healed. And so, Stephanie Clayton of Nocona, Texas, that's what happens when you happen to bust a bone.
Hey, what's the biggest bone in the body? Well, my friend, you shall be bone again right after this.
Beakman's World will be back after these messages. And now, back to Beakman's World.
Out of the 206 bones in your body, the biggest bone is the femur. In other words, your thigh bone, which connects the hip bone to the knee bone.
The only bone I am interested in is the T-bone, which I like best when it connects to my mouth bone.
Which will now shut until next time
on Beakman's World.
You know, Herb, fish have a lot of bones.
I know.
Yeah, that's why I've been trying to catch fillets.
How's it going, Don?
No darn good.
Well, what are you using for bait?
Bait?
You have to use bait. Here, try some of this tartar.
Tartar? Isn't that the stuff the dentist scrapes off your beak?
No, tartar sauce. Here, put this on the end of your line.
I don't have a line.
Oh, well, here's a good line. Goodbye, everybody.
Very good line.
Turn off the TV.
Okay.